Multicultural Center has had a lot to do with really me growing as a person. As a freshman, I came into the center as a mentee in the Multicultural Center mentorship program. And I had a mentor who forced me to get out of my room. And my mentor always pushed me to get out of my room and to try different things, to meet new people. And then the next year I became a mentor and tried to do that for some of the other freshmen. So really, if it wasn't for my mentor freshman year and the Multicultural Center in general, I would still be that introverted freshman in my room all the time.
Because a lot of people think the Multicultural Center is just like a place for Black students to hang out, but they put on programs for everybody, just like, different ethnicities, different religions, or just different programs that nobody else on campus is doing, any other organization on campus. They're trying to, promote diversity, but the Multicultural Center, their sole mission is to promote diversity on this campus and to help, to spread knowledge of the things that we might not know about. So I think they do a very good job with their different programs and events.
They have definitely had a huge impact on it, just to be a place to hang out with friends from different backgrounds, meet new people and different cultures, but also their programming and the things that they've, invested money in for different programmings for us as students to broaden our horizons has been amazing. The mentorship program has definitely played a big part, especially in my senior year. So just getting to be a mentor has been a great experience, and I appreciate that opportunity that they provided for me.
I've went to a lot of forums and discussions in the MCC about, diversity and inclusion. And I feel like without the MCC, those conversations might not have been had, and in the type of environment, that calm environment, that inviting environment. So I feel like we would be more productive in there as opposed to having it somewhere else. So, and then the events that they hold in the MCC, for everybody, it's a way to just come and have fun. And I feel like letting your guard down going into it will make you more open to the discussion. So that's the environment that I feel like the MCC provides.
One thing that I wish I had done is joined into the event sooner. When I first got here, being from so far, I was just class, home, and then, just being the new person, you don't really know anybody and you don't want to go anywhere by yourself. I think that played a huge part in my hesitation, but once I actually started to participate, I was like, oh, this is awesome. This is cool to be able to meet other people who, some are like you, and then some who you probably never would have been able to have any experiences with.
The Multicultural Center, it's really an outlet for students to go, if I needed to type up a project real quick, I could go up there and use their computers, or it's just a place where you can sit if you don't want to go back to your room on campus. But also the events that they have, during Black History Month, they had a broad array of events. They really varied from everything from smaller meetings to big forums, and it really was encouraging for me to get involved and to meet new people. My organization on campus, we are under BSA, and BSA is a large part of the Multicultural Center. They're very hands-on with them, so I got to know a lot of people through that.
I think the advisors that they have for the program, they're really interested in you learning and also succeeding. I've had some opportunities to meet different people there. I think it's very important that they network with different people and join different organizations on campus just so they know more about what's going on campus.
It's really nice to see people who are like you, and that's really important for people, especially not going to an HBCU. It's important to see people of color who are there to help you as well. I mean, I haven't had any bad experiences with other races. It's just a matter of, how you feel comfortable when you're with people that are like you. That's what it is.
The Multicultural Center is by far the best place on this campus. Multicultural Center is literally my home, away from home, away from home. If I'm not at my house here in Chattanooga, I'm here. If I'm on campus, I'm in the Multicultural Center. I work very closely with the Multicultural Center. 9 times 10, if I'm in there, you're gonna see me in the graduate assistant's office. Anything they need, I'm there. I just feel like I do that, and I feel like it's appropriate because of how much they've given me. That's a place where you can study, that's a place where you can come and fellowship, The people who work there, Danielle, Dean Mathis, always there for you, always make themselves readily available. So I feel like it's just an equal exchange. It's just a beautiful relationship, beautiful atmosphere. I would tell a freshman definitely get involved with the Multicultural Center because there are so many different diverse events. You never know what you're gonna get. You never know who you're gonna meet. There are people from all walks of life that come into the center. And it's just a great way to get out of your room, get out of your shell. Because coming to college, really, if you just come to college just to do work, schoolwork and stuff, you're not really gonna grow. Really being in college is really more about being a well-rounded person and finding yourself. And I feel like the center is a great avenue for you to start that process.
The Gear Up experience was really good. You get to give back to your community in a sense. We worked with high schoolers and they were of minority inner city kids. So they came on campus and they were able to enjoy the experience of like possibly being a college student. So as college students, we just pretty much mentored them and let them know what it would be like to be a college student, how to stay on top of things, and just gave them some tips and had fun while doing it. So I would advise freshmen coming in to really take notice of the things that they offer.
The Multicultural Center is actually where I met a lot of people. Most of my friends I met at events that you guys have hosted. When I first got on campus, I was like shy and didn't want to talk. But when I got out and I started going to these events that you guys hosted, I actually met different professors and I still keep in contact with them. If I need reference letters or anything, they tell me to feel free to contact them. So networking is really helpful and Multicultural Center really helps.
So before my freshman year here, I received information from the Multicultural Center to apply for a mentorship program. I was kind of sketchy about it first, but I figured this would be the perfect way for me to be able to meet people and kind of branch out that first semester, since I wasn't very social at the time. I am a little bit more now. So applied for the program. After the first meeting, it was like a wrap. Met a lot of great people, still friends with them today, even though some of them graduated. And then of course there's still some here, but just the staff, the advisors in the center, were great. I still go by from time to time, to speak to them, if we see each other on campus, we speak. But they really kind of opened the door for me here.
It's actually played a big role. I was a mentor for the Multicultural Center in 2015, and I really loved it. I was able to meet more people that are Black, and I was able to mentor another minority student that was Asian. So I feel like it opened doors for us. Like we got to do cool activities like sipping strokes and stuff like that, and we got to tour the facilities on campus, some that I hadn't even been to as a senior. So it's really helpful. It like gets you involved and familiar with the things that are on campus, and like gives you a new little friend circle. So I really liked doing the mentorship program through that. And then the Multicultural Center puts on great programs like throughout the year. So that's another good thing. They would need to do it because it's how you stay connected to what's going on. Like I really met some of my good friends through the Multicultural Center, through the events that they throw, like through the Black History Month events, and it keeps you involved. It kind of gives you like a little sense of home because people with similar cultural backgrounds and social cues and stuff like that. So I really feel like you could advantage from going to the Multicultural Center just with anything that they throw. Like sometimes it's movie night, like a talent show, all that stuff. It's just a chance to get in and meet people, and it brightens up your day at college after you've been at class all day and there's nothing to do.
You have to go and get involved, because if you stay in your room, you're never going to meet anybody, you're never going to have fun here, you're going to want to go home. But if you come to the Multicultural Center, you'll have a friend. It's been very important because it gave me a place where I can just hang out and be with all of my friends, and gave me a way to like get involved with campus. I felt like I had a voice and I could create a program, people would come, and it's just been that place like home kind of. Just get out, just enjoy it, It's what you make it, honestly. You can't come here and expect some cookie cutter experience. You have to get out and find your way get involved with something, and then you'll be able to see what everybody else sees, why we love it so much.
Bittersweet. Yeah, because it's like you make so many memories here, you have so many friends, and it's like, yes, I'm done, but I'm going to miss it here. As much as like people don't think they will, but I will.
Saying that I did it, and I have a degree now, and it was hard, but I got through it, and I did it in 4 years, and I'm here, and I'm ready for whatever the world has to offer.
Well, first and foremost, it's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. I've been here for what feels like years and years and years, almost to the point where I didn't think I was going to see this day. But it's going to be great. But at the same time, it's going to be somewhat sorrowful, just for the simple fact of all the relationships and people that you're leaving behind. And I don't know. I think that's just it's a sad feeling. But 9 times out of 10, it's going to be more joy.
I'm gonna try not to cry. But it's going to be really emotional, exciting, overwhelming. I'm gonna probably cry, and it's okay. But yeah, it's going to be a happiness, it's joy. And I know, like, I'm gonna think about my friends graduating, like we're going our separate ways. But overall, it's going to be joy.
It's gonna be emotional. I might cry just a little bit. But it's gonna be exciting, bittersweet. I'm leaving some great things here, but I'm excited for what the future holds.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be a very emotional moment for me because my dad passed away when I was 12 years old, and every time I have like really important moments, I get really bummed out because like I did so many great things and he's not here to see that. I'm sorry if I start crying, but it's just very emotional to do awesome things like that and not be able to share it with those people. I know if he was here, he'd be proud.
Oh, it's gonna be a done deal. I'm finished with school. This is it.
Yay! It's gonna be overwhelming, for sure, because I lost a lot before I came to school, and so it was very hard. I wanted to quit several times. I didn't feel like I deserved to be here, but I definitely am proud that I made it and I stayed and I pushed forward. So it's gonna be a lot. A lot of people are counting on me to cross the stage. A lot of people are no longer with me, will be overwhelmed, overjoyed to see that I graduated college. So I just know it's gonna be an emotional moment, but I'm very excited.
Picking up my cap and gown, I've just been crying up a storm ever since. So I'm very, very proud. I'm so excited to get to May 6th, and I'm just like, yes.
And definitely about to get ready to graduate. This is like a big milestone for me.
Going to feel sensational because I'm actually the first person in my family to actually graduate from college.
Pretty surreal, but times 10 versus high school for sure. Yeah, I've been counting down for a long time. And I promised my parents, I'm gonna make it out of here in 4 years. And I'm gonna make it out of here in 4 years.
I might do a little shuffle across the stage. I'm gonna be so excited. It's gonna be a great moment because, it's been a long time coming. I kind of took graduation, for granted. I thought it was gonna come easy, coming from high school and not really having to study much. Then you get to college and you've got like 4 exams in one day and then a paper due tomorrow. It's just like, oh my goodness, I deserve this. I'm gonna take this in and I'm gonna dance.